Hello everyone, sorry for the wait. Just trying to set things up. This is my first stream since upgrading my computer, so things are a little bit different. Trying to make sure everything is working right, but thank you for joining me. I know this is short notice, I didn't really announce this earlier either. I think it's time to break the fourth wall for a second here and do a sound test. Music's a little loud, right? Hopefully it's not just me noticing that. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Sorry for the wait. Let me readjust this. Okay. What's up, Sun Yu Kim? Today's okay. Past little while's been a little tough, but today's okay. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I tried a new layout with the chat. I'm not too happy with it yet. Actually, that's kind of bothering me. Hold on one second. Let me fix that. I'll make it look even better. Let's see. I don't like that it's like falling off. One second, guys. Hope you're all having a good Friday evening, and hopefully if you pulled on this banner, you've got some good luck going for you. We're going to be pulling for a green tonight. I don't have that many orbs. I didn't buy any orbs for this, but we're just going to see what we can do with the little orbs that I do have. However, let me fix this chat really quick. Fix it on the fly with... That's better. Alright, I might have angered it, so let's give it a second here. Sky Sinner says, I missed 9 out of 10 streams. So glad I could make this one. I haven't streamed in like many months. Many months. Yeah, okay, we're gonna spread this out. Sorry, thank you for bearing with me here. I guess I'll just make this the full part of this. That makes more sense. Shrink this a little bit. That's better. Okay, alrighty everybody. Sorry for the wait. Let's get this show on the road. Let me do one more sound test actually to make sure. Sorry for the wait. It might be using, is it using my webcam audio? Well, regardless, sounds okay. But it made some horrible noises when I moved my webcam. Apologies for that, jeez. Alright, I'm gonna lower that a little bit. Hopefully that's better. Let's get started. Let's just go. Wasn't the last stream XCOM related? Yeah, it probably was. I meant to do another one of those too, and I never did. Streaming is tough because it relies on so many factors that I just usually don't have set up properly, but hopefully soon in the future I'll have a much more consistent streaming schedule. So I'm going to press this and we're going to get started. Thank you for joining me, guys. Let's just jump right into this. I want to summon for a green on this brand new banner. If it loads. I didn't get booted, did I? What is this? You leave the game open for just a little bit. Alright, I'm going to give it like 20 more seconds, and then if not, I'm going to have to restart the game. Hey, what's up, Naji? How you doing? Yeah, what's up with Brunya being blue tome user? She should have been green. I don't get that. Oh, the dreaded error. Wonderful, wonderful. Trying to think the best way to quickly fix this, because the reason why this error happens is when you emulate the game, if it doesn't pass Google Safety Net, which it shouldn't because they don't really want you to emulate the game, this is the error that happens. So I might have to actually reinstall this for a second here. Alright, give me a sec. I'm going to turn this off. And, hold on a moment. Game was not very happy with me, was it? They really should just make all of this so much easier, and they don't. I don't know why Nintendo is so opposed to people streaming their games. Tuskor says, why is that so wide? Wait. I do have it set up to be like a tablet size for the screen, and it actually does expand that far, so that is a thing. You can do that. Sky Sinner says, hey, Google, let it pass. That would be nice. Alright, guys, bear with me. It's going to take me, like, hopefully not too long here, but it's up to the Fire Emblem gods now. Let me just try reopening it really quick. What the other problem is that usually it overwrites a file within your phone or emulator that basically tells it, like, hey, don't open next time. So usually, if your settings are not right, it'll let you play the first time for a set period of time. Then you'll either get booted or when you go to play the second time, it isn't going to work anymore. Which leads you to have to reinstall and mess with settings a bunch again. So, hold on a second. Oh, it might actually let me. Hold on a sec. I gotta relink my account. I don't think you can get banned doing this, because nobody ever has that I know of, but gotta stream the game somehow, right? You could use, like, what is it called? A power mirror. Well, of course. Very loud. You can use a power mirror to stream too, but the problem is with that is you don't get any audio. So, okay, I'm in. We're good. We're good. Alright, better. Alright, let me change the music track. This is getting boring. What do we want to hear, guys? Let's see. I didn't add too many new tracks to this just yet, but I should have. What is this? That's a little much, I think. I don't know, what do you think? It's a little too... I just want something... What I hate is that when I stream too, the music is so loud in my ears, and it's not very loud for you guys. So it's kind of unsettling. I gotta figure out a way to get around that. Let's see, though. This is a good one. This is a good one. And of course, my actually my lore's here, so let me take a look at this briefly. How do you guys feel about Lost Lore? I still don't really know how to feel. I kind of like it. It's okay. Actually, the worst part about it is that it bugs you like every time you open the app, even if there's no update, even if your parties are not done doing what they're doing, it still tells you, hey, go check on their progress or something, and I don't really get that personally. Oh, I got the ending. I don't know if I'll read through the whole thing, but how we doing, guys? Monastery music works well. I don't have it super looped yet at this point, so it would be pretty short. Lost Lore is wasted potential, yeah? Interesting. Alright, this is boring. Who wants to read? I don't want to read this right now. Let's get to it. I'm going to leave this, just don't worry about my progress. I'll deal with that later. This is so loud in my ear, I gotta see how it is in the stream. Huh. Yeah, it always sounds like fine when I hear it there. I'm gonna lower it just a little bit. That's better. Alright, so let's get started. And pause that so you don't hear me twice. Oh, I didn't even realize that was a banner. Interesting. Let's start off with hopefully not waste our good luck, but let's jump into here. I guess I would go for green or gray, colorless. I don't really want Ray as a 5-star. I'm sure he's fine, but green it is. I already have Lou though, but I do think he is pretty good fodder. So let's get this free summon out of the way. Good luck to you guys that are summoning out there. Thank you for joining me tonight. Sheena. At one point or another, I was planning on plus 10ing her, but unfortunately it never really happened. And at this point, I love Effie, but she's such a handicap when I play Arena, because she just can't move anywhere, and it's just... Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. I like Effie, but she kind of holds me back a little bit, since she was one of my first plus 10s. I've had issues in Arena with her, so I don't think I want to do Sheena at this point. Alright, so we are looking to get a green, of course. Aside from that, it does look like Echidna is going to be the demote from this banner, so I'm not too concerned about trying to pull for her at this point. What's her name? Larum, the new localization. She would be pretty interesting, but not gonna hold my breath for that one. And then we have Percival as well, another Lance Cav. He is a fan favorite character. He's a cool character, but green's the main focus here. So we're going all red. I don't have too many orbs, so we're gonna have to do this sparingly. But let's see what we got. See if the waifu goddesses will bless us this evening. Starting off with a long coup. Let's get the Chad. Yeah, so there's been a couple names that have actually changed even since being on Choose Your Legends originally. I think for Choose Your Legends they probably just localized it really fast for characters that hadn't had a real localization yet. So maybe that's why they switched it, ended up changing it later. Double reds, I like. Come on. Be kind, RNG gods. Imagine we just got her like this first batch. I think I would actually probably just stop summoning if that was the case. And then we'll go play some Tempest Trials after this and see if we can get Bronya in the first night. But yeah, she looks quite good at green. I don't think she's like busted, but definitely... Oh! Sorry, rip headphone users, we did it! We did it! Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, that feels good. Minus HP plus res. That's fine. It's fine. It's not, I love it when I say things and they come true. That's a beautiful moment. What do we do now, guys? How do I progress from here? I think we're done. I think we're done with that. Sorry, because I figured it was worthy of some kind of reaction. I wasn't just gonna not do any reaction there. Sky Center says, at least it's not mine. Minus speed plus defense. A little unfortunate there, but the good news is that you could merge her later if you ever get a second copy, so not the end of the world. And I'm sure her speed's probably really good to begin with, so a couple points probably isn't gonna kill it. Quickest summoning session. Alright, I didn't even set up a team for this yet, actually. Let's take a look at the Tempest Trial. Go through the intro. Hello again. We got Louise here. Yeah, I actually just found out, because I still personally have not played through Fire Emblem 6. I was just looking up a green really quick. I always knew that this was a character that I liked based upon like just seeing her art and seeing her stuff around before. I found out she's Hawkeye's daughter, which I didn't know, but that's super interesting. At some point I'm going to have to play through Fire Emblem 6. I haven't gotten to it yet. I've been meaning to. Part of me wonders if we'll see a Fire Emblem 6 remake within the next handful of years, so maybe it's not urgent for me to play through it, but... Yeah, if only your father, Lord Hawkeye, could see you. Very cool. And our boy Pent. Whenever I see people talking about Arcadia, I just think like Mega Man. Like Neo Arcadia and stuff. It's ingrained within me. Did you like that summoning session? It was nice, huh? It was very nice. Let's see. I didn't make a team yet. We're gonna have to figure something out here. But, did I train up Blue? I might have trained up Blue. Let's take a look. Yep, we do have this slot. I don't think Lou's gonna be that helpful, but because I don't think I finished his kit. Alright, he's in here. We got something going on here. And actually, what I usually do for my Tempest Trials is pick people that need SP or Hero Merit. In this case, I don't know, should I just throw him on one of these teams? It's kind of handicapping it a little bit. Let's let me sort by SP really quick. Hold on a second, guys. Let's figure this out. I like to use people who don't have completed kits or who could probably use something else and they need a little SP, so that way I'm not really wasting my time for later. Leith, I hadn't even decided if I was going to end up keeping her or not, or fought her off, so she doesn't even have any skills unlocked at this point in time. If not, just train up a green. Yeah, we could do that. In fact, maybe I will. I got a Blesser though. See okay, let's do that really quick, because this is the part that for me halts any forward momentum with new characters. Is I got to figure out what blessing to give them, which usually relates to whether or not I'm going to use them in Ether Raids. That's kind of like the first choice, and then which team they go in Ether Raids to. Ouch. Can we actually see? I don't think it's going to show these new characters yet, but I want to see next season's bonuses. Yeah, okay, that's going to be... I did actually manage to pull the Ephraim. It was a snipe. I wasn't actually even summoning for him, really. So I got really lucky there, so that was quite good. So I will have him for next time, I guess. I might have light blessed him, though. Let me look. I did, I light blessed him. Switching up the blessing stinks, too. I kind of wish that once you gave somebody a blessing the first time, you could just switch back and forth, or something like that. Maybe like once a day, if they wanted to limit it. Yeah, what blessing for her, though? Like, I want to do Astra just because I kind of feel like she'll end up being useful in one of those seasons. But I don't want to give her that one and then regret it. I'm just going to give her light for now. I got plenty of them. And that'll help. So, cool. I can't believe how fast we just pulled her. Alright, I'm going to do some really quick training, I think, actually. Because we got a couple people here that could use leveling up. Who else? These guys are either extra or fodder. How do I feel about Tap Battle? I really like Tap Battle because you get to see your character's models like 10% bigger. That is the main reason why I like Tap Battle. As funny as it is. It's also cool because it's just a completely different, separate mode. I wish you could get a little bit more from it, or that there was more incentive to keep playing it. It's just kind of a chill mode, so I'm cool with it. I got a little scared there, actually, when it kind of seemed like it wasn't coming back, to be honest with you. It was a little sad, but I'm glad it did come back. Okay, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I already have one of these Tikis, so that's the second one. I'm not going to train that. I'll just train our boy Cormag, 4-star, just to have something going on there. Vopop30 says, I dropped 1,000+ orbs on the legendary Julia banner. Never got Julia, but I did get +10 Naga and legendary Tiki. Whoa. Interesting. It's not the worst outcome there. Naji says, I really want true PvP in this game already. I've wanted that for a long time. I don't think it's going to happen, but
It'll be done.
you know, they have to give some incentive for somebody to go first and second and balance it. And I don't really know how they do that. I've actually liked the PvP that Fire Emblem's had in the past, but most people don't because it's either imbalanced or there's hackers or there tends to be a lot of issues with that kind of stuff. Are we about due for another stuff? We actually are getting pretty close to the end of this one. What do we got here? I'm going to turn off animations, but I just kind of wanted to take a peek at a green there.
Agreed.
Why do I feel like we've heard that one already? I don't think we have, but that's pretty good for now.
Tell me your plan.
All right, I was excited. I sniped this Pala too, randomly. I think from was it a legendary or a mythic banner? Something. They should do the GBA PvP battle.
We will triumph.
I don't even know how they would do that still. But yeah, it was more simple. I usually lost. I don't know why. I guess I wasn't good.
Let's head out.
Yeah, that is a big carrot, isn't it? I usually just press auto on these. I don't know. Let's see how they do. Why do you think she's so happy? Noct Swift says, where can I see the Kagero build that's your lead unit? I did use her in Rival Bromains recently, actually. But we can also look at her once I get out of here. Cormag. Cormag's looking pretty good. I was eagerly anticipating Cormag, to be honest with you. But I've got so many characters that I really want a plus 10 that he's not really on my priority list right now. What's up, Auntie? Macedon is home to some massive carrots. How you guys feeling about heroes lately? Cormag was done dirty. You don't like his kit? For me, I either get super interested in heroes at certain moments in time and then it kind of fades, and then I'll come back at some point and get invested again. I think it's usually when I have like a serious build project happening, that's when I get the most invested. But then there are just weeks where it's just, you know, the monotony kind of, whoops. I meant to long press and I did not. Yeah, this is the Kagero. This is not actually the main build. This is something I think I was using for Ether Raids or some other content recently. This was just purely to maximize attack. And it's got the Vantage, so yeah, this is my my Ether Raids semi-Omega tank build with her. My god, is she good in Ether Raids. I mean, to be fair, as a plus 10 and a summoner supported unit, if she wasn't very good, that would stink. But she's very, very good in Ether Raids. I really enjoy her. Aside from that, I've given her some disgusting stuff. I gave her, actually, Kagami Mochi. A little sad at this point because that doesn't get any use. I actually killed the New Year Takumi for that. But I wanted to give her variety like a long time ago before we got her refined and everything. And so that's why I did that. And aside from that, she just pretty much has most of everything, life and death, you know. Oh, what did I give Darting Blow 4 from? And somehow I gave her Darting Blow 4. Didn't even remember doing that, but that's a thing. Sturdy Impact I gave her. That's probably her other main A skill for some of her other kits. Man, that's a good skill. I love that skill. Wish I had more of that to go around. And, you know, so and a Null Follow-Up, of course. That was something I was playing around with. And I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, there's nothing really else that amazing there, but that's one of her kits. Actually, if we go I can take a look at her in here. There's a lot of characters I still have to set up in here. That's old. Ignore that. Ether Raids. Yeah, and then I was playing around with maximizing score there. And then just kind of a standard Sturdy Impact special effect or fine on her weapon. Sometimes I'll throw Miracle on her so that she lives in Ether Raids and stuff. And of course Darting Blow, just always solid. But yeah, you know, still kind of experimenting with her. Nothing super duper there yet, but she puts in work, she gets the job done, as long as I don't play it very poorly. I'll say that.
Sunshine.
I really should bring, I should equip the armored boots to Ephraim, but I didn't do that. Steve, you've been loyal day one to Kagero. Honestly, it's true. That is true. Every time a new waifu comes out, I am excited for them, but I've never summoner supported anybody but Kagero. It's interesting. I actually surprised myself like that, because several times I thought that I was going to switch it. But here we are, and I never did. This man killed Alm for Kagero? No, I don't think it was. Was it? Maybe it was. Maybe I had a second legendary Alm. You might be right. You might be right. Actually, yeah, now that's bothering me. I gotta look that up. Darting Blow 4. Yeah, because he does have Null C, doesn't he? Or Null follow-up. It was. It was legendary Alm. Whoops. I have another one. Okay? It was like a bad IV one or something. Had to give it to my girl. What a mad lad. Thank you for being a follower of Kagero Gang. I love Kagero, man. Frosty Flake says, pulling for iGreen gave me a migraine. Yep, it's Nyla who has Null C, yeah. I actually need to figure out, I do have another Nyla sitting around. I gotta figure out who to give Null C Disrupt to. Soleil is like probably the most common pick, but I don't know if I want to like plus 10 Soleil at this moment. I'm thinking my next project's probably going to be Est, actually. I really like Est. Her Refine's really good. And at this point, I have a second Blue Dual Flying lying around, so she would have value, plus 10ing her for Arena. And I just like Est, so that's the other thing. Give Null C Disrupt to me. Sorry. No can do. Moto Rider 679 asks, any hopes for Book 4? I hope OG Veronica is the free unit. Yeah, they should give us OG Veronica. But I kind of feel like if they did that, there's no... If Veronica actually becomes good, I guess we could get her from another dimension or something, but if the main Veronica becomes good, where do they take the story from there? They gotta introduce somebody, what, bigger than her, bigger than Surtur, bigger than Hell? I don't know. I don't know where that goes. Est is the best. Est is the best. I'm gonna give Ephraim the armored boots. I'm tired of him not being able to move. And these menus still throw me off. Hope you guys are having a good Friday evening. Thank you for joining me. I know it was short notice. I didn't really announce it or plan it beforehand. Can we... Oh, is he not a... Oh, he's not even an armor. I'm being stupid. I thought he was an armor unit. I got so confused. I was like, wait a minute. Can't get it from Surtur? Alright, we just have to... Actually, you know, I'm going to change his location. Sometimes that helps. In terms of where he starts off. Because I hate having to hot swap people like before every map.
Your death will be agonizing.
Frosty Flake says, funny thing, it is Saturday noon here. Really? That far ahead? Yeah, you're exactly 12 hours ahead then? Huh. Yeah, Vopop got me. I don't know why, I thought he was armored. Thought the duo of Ephraim and... I guess they pronounce it Leon now. I would have pronounced it Leon, but okay. But yeah, they're not armored. Interesting. And I should be using the, I mean, I'm autoing, so it doesn't matter, but I should be playing with their duo skill that gives the extra movement. But not that it really matters. Tell us the future. Yeah. Yeah, Frosty Flakes, what happens in the future? Since it's already Saturday afternoon over there. Jason says, I love the Sacred Stones banner. Fire Emblem 8 is my favorite game, so you better believe I lost my mind. Yeah, I like the variety that they do. Sun Yu Kim, it's 5:30 p.m. Saturday? What? Dang. Jason says, how have you been, Stevie? I missed you. Honestly, in a lot of ways, this year was really front-loaded for me. I got laid off from my 2018 job that I was in early this year in February because the company moved. It moved down south. But the good thing about that was then I turned right around, and then from February to about, honestly, July, I was just pumping out content. We did so much in the lead up to Fire Emblem Three Houses, and I had my most successful month ever on YouTube, which was July. It was crazy, but of course that was from all the hype and the build up and stuff too. So little inconsistent to expect that all the time, because that only happens every couple of years, you know, the lead up to a brand new game. But yeah, so things were really, really good, and we had Anime North and a bunch of other cool stuff earlier this year. So just very exciting in the early part of the year. But man, once August hit, it was like things just completely changed. I started doing the Let's Play, and I don't usually do Let's Plays on my channel, so most of my viewers, like you guys, aren't really used to seeing me do that kind of content, and maybe weren't as interested in tuning into that content. And I knew that the viewers would be low on that stuff. I wasn't really expecting too much from it. But what I didn't anticipate was that because my content had done so well up to that point, and then I was consistently releasing not so good stuff, the YouTube algorithm was not happy with me at all. In fact, it's still not, because I haven't been uploading very much. So it's been kind of bad. So I had like the best month ever, and then like straight down into the dirt. It was pretty hard to watch. I still want to bring back the Let's Play in some way. I recorded a lot more. I'm a lot farther. I haven't beaten the game yet because I started a new job a couple weeks ago. So I've been pretty busy. But yeah, I gotta figure out how to bring it back without doing what I did before. Alright, I'm bored of this music. Let's do something else. See, the problem is with this extended stuff, it's nice to have it extended so it can go on for who knows how long. You don't have to worry about it. But then after a while, you just get so tired of hearing the same thing over and over and over again. Is this track too exciting? Let's see. A little bit. Well. Alright, some of you guys like Sacred Stones, so we'll do this for now. We do happen to have 2 Sacred Stones characters on our team right now as well. RBG 2.0 says, YouTube is very terrible these days. Yeah. Honestly, it's probably a good thing that I have this new job, because things are kind of scary. I really hope the Kappa thing doesn't go through, because that's going to be very bad. I kind of feel like it won't, because usually when we're on the edge of these disasters with YouTube, on the very precipice, like, you know, looking down, it doesn't usually end up as bad as we think. In some cases, it's bad for like a couple years, but there was a period of time, like around 2005, 2006, that era, we ended up getting into like the copyright era, where it was like you couldn't use music and stuff, and YouTube was kind of crappy because of that, and it's still kind of that way to this day. It's slightly better in some ways, some regards, but then there was like an era following that was like a lot more prosperous for YouTube. Things were a lot better. It was easier to breathe on YouTube again. And that was probably like early to mid 2010s, maybe? Yeah, and now, of course, since I started Lucky Crit, we've had Adpocalypse after Adpocalypse and stuff like that, and it's just been quite scary. Quite scary. Jason says, I really hope we see the Anime North series get finished. I must know how Chaz gets offended in the aftermath of said offended. Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I do want to get back and to do those too. I was kind of just not in the right vibe to work on those recently. And the thing is with those is I can't just like make one episode and put it out, because I started doing the reality TV like ending where you see previews from the next episode. So I always have to have the next episode at least partially edited to kind of know what's going to be in that one and have the main chunks together. So it's a little bit of a process, and then I have to get everybody's approval before I put that out, because I don't want people to be like upset with any clips that they were in or something like that. So those take a little bit longer, quite a while to put out. And unfortunately, I put the last one out at a kind of a bad moment for the channel. It didn't really do all that well. So that always kind of stinks, to put in like so much work and effort into stuff and then just not really see it go anywhere. But yeah, I want to finish it. I'm going to finish it. There's no way I'm not. It's just a question of when. At some point, maybe in the next month, I'll try to get back and I'll start working on that. We're supposed to be doing Tempest Trials, guys, and I'm sorry. I'm kind of like slow walking this training here. Frosty Flake still rhyming up in here. Forsyth doesn't say the gauntlets are off. Big sad. They can't get every line in there. That is a good line, though. Yeah, so it's been a weird past couple of months, you know. But I'm hoping things will get better, especially in the new year. Looking forward to that, definitely. Gigadank says, I see you have that nice green. I don't know if you could... I think I checked the option for you to be able to go back and look at the earlier part of the stream. I didn't have her at the beginning of the stream. And I summoned for about 5 minutes, and we got her, so I was pretty stoked about that. Tuskor says, why does YouTube Kids exist if they still want kid-friendly content on normal YouTube? Yeah, exactly. If you have a kid and you're concerned about what they're going to see on YouTube, or that advertisers are taking some sort of data from them and from their views and what they're looking at, don't have them use normal YouTube. Done. Easy. Instead, they would rather ruin normal YouTube for everybody and just make it a lot harder to make a living off of it and, you know, work on stuff that you're passionate about. Yeah, it's kind of scary. Penguin Kaiser says, now get Brunya. I was hoping to get people up to level 40. But yeah, this is taking quite a bit longer than anticipated. Let me do a sound check really quick. It's pretty good. Maybe I'll lower it a little bit. Alright, that's... I can breathe easier. I like it when it's a little bit lower in my ear. Gigadank says, spent over 130 orbs for one Levitain. I'm sorry to hear that, my friend. Please don't look at my Levitain. I don't want to hurt you. Actually, I guess I can't say that without then doing that, right? Levitain is the only non-F2P unit I have at plus 10, because I went really hard for Levitain. First banner she came out, blew all my orbs on it, got a bunch of leg yarn. I got actually more leg yarns in that banner than Levitain. I think I got like 2 Levitains the first banner. But then every banner that Levitain was in from that point on, and even some random snipes that I got really lucky about, I focused on. So I managed to plus 10 her. Really stoked. I love Levitain. Very, very cool character. Fun character, too. Nox Swift says, I had insane luck lately. 2 Byleths and 1 Nyla in one summon session. That's cool. Nice, man. Yeah, should we get into it now? Thing is... You know what I've never... I don't think this is going to go well. I don't think it's going to go well, but I'm kind of tempted to try. I kind of want to just see what happens if I throw all these guys and Lou in here. As an interesting challenge, huh? So let's go for the Tempest trial. Actually, I'm kind of shooting myself in the foot because if we mess this up, I'm gonna lose my boost. But
Let's head out.
who cares?
No doubt.
Let's see.
Yes, Ephraim.
Actually, he's got some good res.
Tell me your plan.
Nobody has
Wow.
assist skills at this point. Yeah, I guess I'll just bait it with who you might expect.
Of course.
Agreed.
Sunshine.
Penguin Kaiser says, I got a spare Levitane and I foddered her to Thea. No regrets. Ah,
I'll do whatever I can.
harsh. What'd Levitane ever do to you?
Tell me your plan.
Yes, Ephraim.
No doubt.
I'm gonna use this duo skill next turn.
Well, well.
Wow, yeah. Can't even get the kill there. Oh my, does he have Miracle? He does, he has Miracle.
Are you calling me?
That's right. Did you hear that?
Of course. I'll do whatever I can. Are you calling me?
Like the first time around, I swore he said, are you corny? That's what I heard there.
It's up to you. I'm ready, Ephraim.
Duo skill time. Kevin Romero says, hello, just wanted to ask an important question. How many characters in Three Houses have you made into maid and butlers at the moment? This one's going to disappoint you. Zero. I haven't played Three Houses since the new update dropped, actually. Because I started a new job a couple weeks ago, and I just have not touched the Switch very much at all. I meant to. I think, actually, that's a lie. I captured some footage for the Hanneman video, so I did get the update, technically, but I didn't run around the monastery and play with the sauna or the butler outfits or anything at this point yet. So, unfortunately not.
Of course.
How do I want to do this? Yeah, this was really stupid of me to do this, but I thought it would be fun.
Let's head out.
'Cause people are going to die.
We will triumph, Leon.
Lyon. Isn't that interesting? I guess Renee is kind of French sounding. I don't know. But Fire Emblem's not really like the Pokemon games where each region is based on a real world region, so. Rip, there goes Lou.
Agreed.
Yeah, even even with a
Yes,
bow.
Ephraim.
No doubt.
Vopop30 says, that's right, I just called Leg Yarn hot. I have no shame. It's a pun, but she's a good looking character. Mira Kool-Aid. Yeah, I actually heard some of the characters have custom butler outfits too, or maid outfits.
Let's head out.
Definitely have to check that out. But I didn't see it yet. Yeah, someone's dying no matter what, so who cares who it is. Just wanted those sweet, sweet level ups. Yes, I would say that Sakai definitely does seem like it's based on like Mongolia or something along those lines. So like there are definitely real world influences, and like Hoshido and Nor. I mean, obviously Hoshido's like more classic Japanese with the samurais and stuff like that, and then Nor has that Greco-Roman kind of look to it. Even as far as the what were they called? The golems and fates that have the like aqueduct,
Agreed.
like sewer manhole cover heads. Those things, that was very much inspired by history as well. Granite Dud says, isn't most of Tellius Anglo-Saxon based? There's a bit here and there. I'd imagine.
Yes.
It sounds about right. It's been a while since I played those games. Yeah, here we go. Alright, let's just suicide this one and get back to a normal team. I just wanted the XP. Sorry, guys. Alright, this will do. This is fine. You guys have just like standard teams that you always just keep in here no matter what? I do. It's a little lazy. It means that you're not really using
Yes?
like your full roster of characters, but it's just so easy to go in here and
As
just
you say.
This way?
use the tried and tested characters, you know?
Understood.
Alright, I think we're done with the boss music now. I really need something other than Windows Media Player to play music moving forward. This will be fun for a minute.
Where?
I need an extended version of this track.
Fine.
Together.
So, builds for Brunya. Just Fury. I saw a lot of people give her Mirror Impact. That seemed like a pretty good skill for her. Unfortunately, I used mine. I gave it to... who did I give it to? Oh, I gave it to Sonya and Air, actually. I had 2 extra Summer Levitains. So that worked out pretty well, but unfortunately, now Brunya would have liked that too. At least to some degree. What's up, Gengar? Play the preparations music from Awakening, please. Do I have that in here? Thing is, I probably have it, but I don't know if it's labeled properly. Let's take a look. That track ended anyway. Let's see. That's not it. That's not it either. Yeah, sorry guys, I don't have it. I got the Fates preparation music. The tricky thing is that not everything is like labeled what you might expect. Some tracks have actual names, some don't, so it can be kind of hard to go dig something up on the fly. It's not any of these. Conquest, Condemnation, no. Alright, well this will do for now. Thick Girl Brunya with Fortified Defrez. Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Fine.
Seen some cool builds of that.
Understood.
This way?
This man does have the entire Fire Emblem discography. I don't know if you're talking about me. I don't. I have a lot of it.
Swim training.
I need to like categorize it better. Truth be told.
Together.
Where?
Yeah, we can look. If I manage to get Brunya pretty quick, we can take a look at build options for her. Her speed ended up coming out a little low. It makes sense, but a little unfortunate too. And I really thought she was going to be a green unit. I don't know why she's blue. Because usually ice is aligned with wind spells, which would be green. She does also come with bolting in Binding Blade. So technically that would be blue. That's a Thunder Tome. But she doesn't have that here, so I don't know. It's just interesting. Sometimes they pick really bizarre colors that
I will be going.
it's difficult to figure out what they were kind of trying to go for. Yes, you good sir. I have a lot of music. A lot of Fire Emblem music. I need it for videos and stuff. Background music.
Where?
This stream playlist isn't that fleshed out. I need to work on a bit more. And honestly, I would like to put like some other good game music in here too, not necessarily Fire Emblem. What's next on the docket? Let's put... I feel like I did these already. Here's the Fates prep music. It's not Awakening, but
Yes?
give you something.
Swim training.
This way?
Undertale and Deltarune music. Everybody loves those tracks, huh? I gotta be honest, those are the games that just I was never that excited for. I know they have such a cult following, but I couldn't.
That way.
Some of the graphics just looked like really bad, like worse than I would make an RPG Maker graphics. And I know that was the style and the aesthetic, and I do think actually the black and white battles were pretty cool.
Understood.
But I don't know, it just looked. It didn't appeal to me all that much. But I know they were really good games. And fourth wall breaking and all that kind of stuff.
As you say.
This way?
But I've never played them. Do you think the new Book 4 OC will be a duo unit since all free book OCs introduce a new type of unit? That is a really good question. Nice thought there, RBG. Your name throws me off because it should be RGB.
Understood.
I will be going.
Yeah, that's a really good point. I could see something like that happening.
Where?
Together.
Swim training.
Yes?
Frosty Flake says, speaking of green tome units with ice magic, there's also Bridal Blessing Sanaki. Yeah, she's a green. Does she have ice, though? Yeah, it's Neefle Frostflower or something like that, isn't it? Something like that.
Understood.
Yeah, so that's what she, like, should have been.
As you say.
So I don't really know why they didn't do that, but they didn't. Surprise dark magic in the blue tome category.
This way?
That's just obnoxious.
The sun.
That's just like they start getting bored and want to shake things up or something. You want the world to end? That's how the world ends when you start doing stuff like that. Stuff that just should not be.
Where?
Oh, cool. Look at this map. Oh, so yeah, this is based upon... Actually, let me show you something. So my background here, behind everything, I'm going to have to turn off a lot of stuff, but... My background here is actually her map from Binding Blade. So you can see the little tower, castle-y thingy in the upper left. That's cool. I love it when they recreate the maps and they do it well enough that you can tell what it is. I love this little alcove here, too. That's cute.
Swim training.
Let's see. What do we want to do? Let's
Fine.
tackle this.
Understood.
Look forward to when they add Nime as a green unit. Oh.
Yes.
Alright, how do we avoid
I will be
her
going.
wrath? Yeah, that works.
Swim training.
That way.
Together.
And Salem as a blue unit. I must say, your Petra really rocks.
Where?
She's not really... I mean, she's not really built. This is her default kit, I think. Maybe I gave her, like, repo or something? I don't even remember.
The sun.
She's not all that special,
Understood.
but... Thank you.
This way?
Alright, someone's going down here,
As you say.
Yes?
but that's okay. We already kind of messed up this run. Actually, I want to see... I'm going to turn on animations really quick.
Understood.
Long have we waited. That's a beautiful backdrop, too. I love it. Love it.
Swim training.
Can we get a summer Nime? For those of you unaware, Nime is the ancient-looking dark mage chick from Fire Emblem 6. So I'd imagine that's not the prettiest sight. That's a good one, though. That's a good one. All right, so we got nowhere near enough. We got 4-star Brunya. Technically speaking, the things I do for you guys, because I don't want this stream to be boring. Here we go. Ready? We're so close. What am I doing here? Up. Come on. Ignore all my manuals. There she is. Ready? Whew. We got her, boys. We got them both. In an hour. We did pretty good so far. The reason why I'm doing that, by the way, because we will get the other one, is I am actually planning on merging her and building her at some point. I do like Brunya a lot. I was excited for her to be added. So let's take a look at her. Oh, she has Thoron. Interesting. Yeah, so she goes from thunder to then ice. Huh. So it's like that's why they made her... That almost makes it better that they made her blue. Somehow. She just has like the wrong color spell book then or something. Weird. That's really weird. Yeah, so she comes with... I always pronounce this weird because some of the Tales games pronounced it weird. See, I would say like Glacius. It's Glacier, right? So it's like Glacius, Glacies. Everybody has like a different pronunciation for this skill. I'm gonna get crap no matter which one I use, but she has that. Probably give her man, I'm blanking the 3 cooldown special ice one. Death Blow 3 is not too bad of an A skill for her, and then the Res Smoke is pretty nice too. Yeah, and so the thing is with her in Ether raids, right? She's in kind of a tough spot because of the blue color, unfortunately. Because if you have her on, I mean, even if you take her on offense and you're facing like Anima Season defense teams, they're probably going to have Thrasier that you're going to have to worry about. That's a pretty common threat. Otherwise, if it's the Dark Season enemy teams, then it's like Yune, or Yoon, I should say. So, unfortunately, she's not really in the best spot color-wise because of that. But, yeah. So, she is tanky, though, in terms of her overall bulk. So, Fury is not a bad A skill for her. But like I said, I've seen Sturdy Impact as well. Let's take a look at Sturdy Impact really quick. Who's got it? I gave it to Air. Yeah, so she would get attack +6, res +10 during combat, and they can't make a follow-up, which is pretty cool. And her speed isn't the best, so that actually would help out Bronya a fair amount, actually. It's not bad at all. But the thing is, if you want to give that to her, you're going to need to sack one of these. Where is she? Did I skip past her? I probably did. There she is. Yeah. You're going to have to give up the Summer Levitane, which is a sin. And I definitely didn't do that. Not my girl Levitane. There's no way. There's no way. Ignore the fact that Air has that skill on her. It didn't happen. Did not happen. Alright, we got to bless our new Bronya. What are we thinking? She's probably going to end up... Honestly... Alright, so this season it's Astra. In which case I think I'm using Camilla? Yeah, I'm using Camilla. Yeah, this season hasn't been going so great for me so far. Really haven't done the best job. Astra seasons are really hard because, like, I love Naga, but the fact that she's not ranged is just so annoying. And then to have 2 of them on your team for maximum score, it's just like, it's like 2 wasted slots pretty much. It kind of stinks. I do like giving people the ability to be effective against dragons. That's really cool. And then, you know, you could turn them into, like, either buff bots or whatever. But it's just, you know, I don't know. Not the best. Airs are a lot better. Double airs is amazing for light season. Yeah, so this is happening this season. Next season, we're looking at, I'm probably going to end up using Ephraim on light season. I might have to re-bless him. Oh, no, he is light. He is light. Okay, so that's good. Then the following season, I think, should just be a repeat of this. At which point... Actually, Naga would be the bonus, so that's fine. But then after that, it's probably going to end up being, like, what? A green? So then maybe after a green? I don't know. It's messy. The other thing, too, is I love handing out Astra Blessings, but I don't have that many of them. 7. Let's just say you foddered Legendary Julia. Okay, yeah, that's better. Other than Milla, who would work as a light mythic? Asks Noct. Yeah, that's a good question. That's a really good question. I really expected Milla, actually. That's why I'm kind of confused right now. But because we got Duma, and it seemed weird to just get Duma and then not get Milla. after Duma. That was kind of strange. Ashura's too, like... She's kind of too, like, chaosy, though, right? I mean, Yoon is the chaos part of it, of that equation, but... I don't know, Ashura doesn't really seem, like, light to me either, you know? Milla, at least, is, like... You know, fits the mold a lot better. Is Sonya... The question here is Bronya the Alolan Sonya, or is Sonya the Alolan Bronya? Now you're thinking. Actually, you know what I really like is the Selena Levitane comparison. Not tan. Tan. That's a good one. In which case, Levitane is definitely the Alolan Selena. Definitely. How you guys doing? Thanks for joining me. Frosty Flake says, I went for a speedy Bronya build for kicks and laughs. Nothing too wrong there. I have some interesting skills on my Sonya, actually, because I like Sonya a lot. Every time she comes around, I try to pull for her as well. I got her on +6, so...
I used to be quite a pest to my sisters when I was too young to know better.
Definitely a character I plan on +10ing eventually, if possible. You can see I invested in her pretty well. So yeah, she was one of the recipients of Mirror Impact. I mean, never happened. I would never do such a thing to Levitane. I also gave her Special Spiral. She has kind of an interesting little kit going on here. I don't know if I've definitely perfected it at this point in time, but yeah, you can see even at +6. I think I had her at with plus speed at one point, but then I ultimately decided to keep a plus attack merge on her, which is a little painful to lose, but, you know. What do we got here? We did this track. Let's pick something new. You guys heard that one earlier. I love these Awakening tracks, but it's like once you hear them too many times. What are we thinking? Let's do some good funny music. How about that? Oh, we're talking about waifus. Yeah, so I invested in her pretty heavily. She's got a lot of weird stuff going on in here. But I just like Sonya. She got a good refine too, thankfully. Yeah, so, but the thing is, yeah, they're not... Brunya's a very similar build as far as like what I can remember from seeing her level 40 stats. I think she has like 33 speed or something like that. Bronya does at level 40. Very similar. She's probably just the blue version of Sonya, which there's nothing wrong with, but you know, she's not going to be your speedy glass cannon type of a mage, really. But I didn't decide what to bless her, and I said we were going to do that, so let's figure this out. Like, honestly, she kind of seems like a defensive hero, to be honest with you. But I have Sonya with a Dark Blessing, too. I'm going to go Dark. I'm going to go Dark for now. And the reason why I'm doing that is because my Dark Blessed team is like Flyers with Yoon. But then I also have, I think, Ophelia and Sonya. So maybe this will open a possibility here for me to play with Bronya and Sonya or something like that. I don't know if that's exactly optimal, probably not, but more theme-teamed. We got the Bronya and the Sonya together. I don't know, that's feeling right to me right now. I'm not going to sit here for like an hour and debate every option. I think it would make for a very boring stream. So, and I also have 13 of them, so not exactly running low here. The Dank Blessing. We should Dank Bless her. Actually, that makes it so that we can train her up now, too. Let's do that really briefly here for a little bit. I was kind of expecting to sit here all night and grind out Tempest Trials till we got, what is it, the 15,000 for the actual 5-star copy? Yeah, but why do that when we could just do this? How you liking the music?
It's up to you. I'm ready, Ephraim.
Who is my best team for AR? It is the easiest for me to use I'll show you. I'll go through my list, but basically Kagero is the MVP for sure. Kagero makes everything. So I just put her in the range of a green, but whatever. This is a basic training map. Yeah, Kagero's amazing. So good in AR. She makes light season very easy for me. In fact, the only reason in light seasons that I wouldn't be like at least like tier 25 or 26 would be if I'm playing poorly, making stupid decisions. But the thing is for me, like, I'm not the kind of person that's going to sit there for an hour and calculate out all the damage and figure out the exact most optimal play, because I don't know, it just isn't. For me, like, this game and every other game has like a scale, right? You got fun on one end of the spectrum and smart on the other end of the spectrum. Now, I like to be in the middle, of course. You don't want to play stupidly, and you also don't want to not have fun. So that tends to be where I lie. But to me, if I sit there and sit and plan out for an entire hour and calculate out everything, it's like the fun's gone. It's dissipated a long time ago. So even with stuff like AR, I don't memorize every single AI order of operations and move. Like, I kind of have a general sense of what they're going to do, and I could study and be a lot better at it and score better in AR, but it's a mobile game. I don't need to be number one in the world. You know what I mean? It's fine. I'll get my average amount of dragon flowers and stuff, and it'll be a decent month, you know? Doesn't matter. What have we not done yet? I feel like I have this huge playlist in front of me, and I feel like I've already played like most of these. The music box stuff is interesting, but it's a little strange too, you know? It's kind of like I'm trying to make you guys fall asleep or something. Not yet, not yet. We'll just go with some standard Heroes music for a little bit. Actually, it's been a very long time since I've heard the standard Heroes music because they added the music changing ability from within the Aether Resort. Thank God. That was long overdue. But yeah, great quality of life improvement. And the Heroes tracks actually sound kind of new and interesting again, because it's been forever since I've heard them. She's got a great model. I like it. Or should I say sprite. Kristen Camacho says, I accidentally summoned a green, didn't notice I was on the wrong banner, was trying to go for OG Lyn. Well, got a nice consolation prize out of it. Nice job. Haven't played Truth, Despair, and Hope. I feel like I did, but I guess not. Alright, that's next. That's next. Let me get this back here to off.
As you say.
Moto Rider says, I joined a big Fire Emblem Heroes server that's really competitive despite there being no PvP, and it just sucked out all the fun. Yeah, I'm sure people were probably critiquing builds and stuff in there and telling you that you're building stuff wrong. It happens. Happens all the time. Actually, a subreddit that I really like is it's not the Fire Emblem Heroes subreddit on Reddit. It's Order of Heroes. Tends to be for more higher level play, build ideas, that kind of stuff. It's a good subreddit. My Shanna got hit by flak because I ran her with Heavy Blade Seal despite having attack. Yeah. Not the highest attack there. It happens. That's exactly what happened. I had a feeling. Because I've even seen that happen in my server, actually.
Yes.
Some people are just so specific about, like, if they think that you're not putting a certain skill that should be on somebody on them, then yeah, they'll probably say something to you about it.
Yes.
Do I have any Three Houses music? I do. The problem is, I don't think I have any Three Houses loops. So maybe I'll actually just listen to like the soundtrack for a little bit, but the tunes are going to go by pretty quick. Vopop30 says, but I think my favorite unique character animation in Faye is Garnuff's cackle every time player phase starts. I love those little touches like that. Those are so great. Like, so good.
Well, well.
The unique stuff is really cool in this game.
As you say.
What would you like to see in Book 4 despite the teaser Xenologue? Honestly, I don't really know.
We will triumph, Leon. Agreed.
Definitely more for Loki to do, because she really didn't have that big of a role in Book 3. They showed her in the whole forest cutscene very early on, so it kind of seemed like she was going to have a big role,
No doubt.
but not really. So, I guess Loki to come back. Even though she kind of had her moment,
Your will.
you know, pretending to be Ilger and that kind of stuff. Jason wants a playable Thor.
Sunshine.
That'd be cool. I could see that.
Yes, effort. Let's head out.
Yes.
My favorite is Sothis' yawn. That's
We will
cool.
triumph, Leon.
Tell me your plan.
RBG 2.0 asks, how cold is it where you live? It's been freezing in my country all year, and it's supposed to be a tropical country. What? Really? So much for global warming, am I right? I live on the East Coast, so it's beginning to get cold. Definitely my least favorite time of the year, to be honest with you. But there's trade-offs, and there's good things about it, too. I can't imagine, like, celebrating Christmas and stuff without having, like, snow and that kind of thing. I love cutting down Christmas trees every year and stuff like that, so it's cool. It's just once, like, December is over and Christmas is done, maybe, like, January and New Year's, once that's all over, I would just like the winter to stop and just be gone.
No doubt.
But the problem is that it lingers until, like, April or May, often. We ended up getting, like, 6 months of winter, which is horrible. Frozen Halloween, gang. Rip. Sorry, Nox, that stinks. I miss Halloween. Wish it wouldn't be weird for me to go out and trick-or-treat still. Because I still probably would. My country never has snow. It's kind of a good thing, probably. And driving in the winter is horrible. Oh, God. Yeah.
Agreed.
I'm kind of like, I could train the other people here, but I'm trying to focus on Brunya and getting distracted by comments and just not doing a good job, so I apologize.
Yes.
Alright, end phase it. When will God nerf winter? It would be nice. Just make it shorter. Summer should be longer. Fall's cool. Fall's fine with the pretty leaves and stuff. Until everything dies, fall is cool. Then short winter. Totally down for that. Would you agree that Sonya's redesign is heavily inspired by Brunya? I would have to go back and look at her Gaiden original artwork. Do I have? I definitely have it. Hold on a second, actually. Let's take a look. Uno momento. I have to go into my Fire Emblem Echoes folder, though, I think. Here is Sonya from Gaiden. In some... Yeah, I mean... It's not like they totally threw out this design. Let me, I'll turn it off for right now, and we'll go look. When I'm out of this battle, we'll go bring up Sonya. But yeah, Sonya definitely looks a lot like Brunya, for real. But I guess what I'm trying to say is, the original Sonya, like, wasn't that different either. Maybe they just gave her some Brunya flares. I wonder why the comparison, though. Like, why they would end up wanting... Like, if they did that on purpose, why would they want them to be similar? They're not really... Not really similar characters. I'm surprised they gave her red hair in her official art. Well, back then they had limited color palettes and stuff, so they probably just stuck with... The question is whether the art came first or the game sprite came first, but I don't know. They did simpler color schemes and stuff back then, so...
Yes, Ephraim.
Tell me your plan.
It happens. Like, Forsyth and Python, I think, are completely different colors. Python was like purple, if I'm not mistaken. Or was Forsyth the purple one? In the original Gaiden. They were not blue and green.
Yes.
Dark Tom 2012 asks, I can't imagine Christmas with snow. Is that even a thing? Asking from the southern hemisphere. Yes, it is a thing.
Well.
You do like Santa and all that, but no snow?
As you say.
I don't know. That's like half of the Christmas aesthetic. Interesting. I guess if you were like born down there,
Plan.
that's how you've always done it. It would be kind of weird to hear about it up north then. But when you watch Christmas movies, don't you see that there's like snow all over the place?
Yes.
It's a really common part of the aesthetic. They should add Dean to Heroes. Agreed.
By your will.
We got a lot of red swords, but Dean is cool. I like Dean. Any characters that I want to join Heroes? We've been getting some of them. Brunya was one of them. Kind of stoked about that. Hey, they're all the same level now. Or similar enough. So now we can just sit back and let them go. Who else do I want to make it into Heroes? I want more obscure people still. I wanted Norn for a while, so I'm glad she finally made it in. Deke. I would like Deke, for sure. I would not... I can't wait to see what his sprite looks like. Just to be like half shirtless like Hawkeye, but then with a shoulder pad. I don't know. It'll be interesting. Deke for sure. My younger brother actually wants Volk a lot. From Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn. Shinon would be cool. There's a lot of them. But to be honest, I think the ones I get the most excited about are the really obscure characters that just... it could be argued that they might not even make it in ever because, we get like alts and rehashes and stuff like that, and we often... It does seem like there might be some characters at the bottom of the barrel that they'll just never get to because, it's been going for years already, and we've barely scratched the surface of some units like that. But we'll see what happens. Altena, I'm sure she's got to make it in at some point. She's not. That's not one to worry about, I don't think. Kieran, be cool. I want more child units, more specifically Dwyer. So basically L from Death Note. It's exactly what he looks like. Be cool. Yeah, actually, it's been a while since we've gotten Fates units, hasn't it? I kind of feel like it has. But we're still, like, dying for more Thracia stuff. Gengar says, I want a snow day so I don't have to go to school. I have a lot of good snow day memories. I'm trying to remember if I have, like, a Fire Emblem snow day memory. I'm sure there is one. I have a really solid memory of driving around Christmas time with my family in the car and like my grandma and stuff, and going by their old house that they grew up in. And I'll never forget it. I was on the Carol or Harkin chapter in Fire Emblem 7. I forget what chapter it is, but later on in the game, and then depending upon how you play, how you play that chapter or the chapter before it? Anyway, there's some kind of mechanic where you either get Carol or you get Harkin. I love that map. That's a really cool map. A lot of fun memories from that map. Anti says, I just want my girl Reyna in Heroes. 3 or 4 star, Tempest Trial, I don't care. I just want her. Understandable. Honestly, I've seen a lot of people wanting more Echoes characters too, but the thing is, we're actually kind of running out of Echoes characters. I'm pretty sure we definitely have over half of the Echoes roster at this point. It's not a big roster game. So, like, if they did keep giving it to us, we'd actually run out of Echoes characters. That'd be so weird. Imagine, like, knowing that there will never be, like, an Echoes banner again. We could definitely keep seeing alts, of course. Like, they could do it like that, but... yeah. That would be very odd. Jeddah? You want Jeddah? Yeah? Yeah, and so the weird thing here, too, is... I don't know if it ended up benefiting the actual unit here or not, but Bronya should have been a Grand Hero battle. They've been doing weird stuff like that, too, lately, where it's like Cormag is a Grand Hero battle. I guess in some ways, but you recruit him from the enemy team. It's not like... he's not the classic kind of a Grand Hero battle character. I'm looking for Sonya, because we were going to take a look and compare old Sonya to new Sonya. Let's, hold on a second, let me move this. I mean, if you look, they kind of kept
Spending time with you helps me forget some
this, like, chest plate thing here and the whole cloak. They just kind of made her collar a little bit different. And then gave her, like, the bustier instead of the actual, like, mage gown. She's got the lower mage gown. Which is not that different. But yeah, she just really did end up looking like Bronya, huh? Even with, like, her leggings now, too. Which she did not have before. It is interesting, huh? Anyway. No issues with that. No issues with that. I like them both. Whoops, that's not what I was trying to turn off. I killed the chat, but hopefully it will come back. Let's keep training for a little bit here. I'll probably wrap this up in the next half an hour, maybe, guys. Don't want to be up too late tonight, but thank you for joining me so far. I hope you're having a good time. I know it's kind of a random stream, kind of chill, just all over the place a little bit. I was actually hoping to go through some questions from the server and answer them, but maybe not, since I haven't done it the entire time. I'll just keep paying attention to chat instead. Awakening Celica Wen. A lot of people hate that design, actually. I could see people being, like, actually upset if that happened. I didn't hate it, but she was definitely more, like, lollified in that artwork. That's right, a lot of people are speculating that we should be getting the new Farfetch'd banner pretty soon. So actually, give me a second here. I think somebody shared on the Fire Emblem Heroes subreddit recently the next characters that are top of the list in popularity that we could end up seeing in a Farfetch'd banner. What should I search though? See what happens. Here it is. I got it. Okay, so let me open this up. Let's take a look at this really quick. Oop, oh, that thing is huge. That is massive. Gonna move it to below this too. Okay, so let's take a look at this thing, huh? So this is made by the way, let's give credit to the artist. I don't even think they tagged it, so hold on a second. Oh, it's by Mega Man Omega. Yeah, he's done these before. So thanks to Mega Man Omega for this. Let's take a look, though. So we have, in Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon, Anna. A lot of people want an Anna alt. Another version of Anna to make it to the game. And I think she does deserve it at this point. It was weird that she wasn't in the Spring Banner with other folks. This audio is weird, isn't it? Okay. Finish that. Yeah, so Anna, Zane would be really interesting, but they would have to figure out some way to make his mechanic work. Because Zane, if you're not familiar, he's basically like a Ditto, like a copycat character for Fire Emblem, where he becomes one other character in your army, which is really cool. But that would be a challenge for them to program. They'd have to do a lot of custom stuff just for this character. So honestly, I could end up seeing them like kind of not do that, or maybe just do like a half-hearted version of that where he is a normal unit, but then he's got some cool ability or something that gives him like something, like takes other people's buffs or something like that instead. So I could kind of see it going a bad way with that. But if they went all out on Zane, that'd be really cool. Then there's also, I would pronounce it Nina, but because it's Japanese and the original name is not Nina, it's Nina. She would be interesting. I would wonder what they would give her, though. She's not a player character in Shadow Dragon. She's just an NPC. Wolf would be awesome. I would love to see Sedgar, too. I don't know why he's not really up here. I guess Wolf is the cooler, edgier one. He's the leader. But Sedgar was always the one that people preferred, I think, because Sedgar gets like an extra level or two to level up with those ridiculous growths. So I think Sedgar had a little bit more potential in the long run in Shadow Dragon. And then Elise, Marth's sister. She'd be pretty cool. No issues with that there. You know what I should do instead? Hold on a second. Not that. Let me actually just do a browser view really quick. No, that's not what I wanted. If it will show. Oh, maybe it won't. Seems angry. Yeah, that's weird. It's not working. Alright, because I would have liked to zoom in and like scroll it around, but ain't working how I wanted it to. Alright, moving on though. We've got the two Chris's for New Mystery. I really don't know why they're that popular, because you're not going to be able to customize them. I don't know. That one kind of is bizarre to me, but whatever. Malice. Malice is definitely up there. For those of you that asked me who I wanted to make it in, Malice is definitely one of the ones I want to see come in. Arlen is also kind of cool. He wasn't very good as a unit, I don't think, in New Mystery, but he's cool. He's like, I think he trained alongside Merrick, but he's kind of like Merrick's rival, so that would be cool to see. And then we have Aramaya, which I won't go into spoilers, but that's an interesting character too. Okay, then we have for Echoes, Milla, of course. A lot of people, myself included, expected her to make it in. Tatiana would be really cool to see. I would like that as well. Luthier would be awesome. Brigand Boss. Look at, we got our boy Brigand Boss into the top 5 for Echoes. Wow. I can't wait to see that happen. I really hope that happens, actually. That would be sick. And then, of course, there's Zeke. So, you know, kind of happened there. Where we pretty much got Zeke. It's not Zeke, but we pretty much got Zeke. But it'll be interesting to see when he comes out too. Then for genealogy, we have Larce, Ced, Altena, Shannon, Arrhenius. I'm not exceedingly familiar with a lot of these characters. I know Ced is pretty popular. Ced is Lewin's son, is he not? So that would be interesting. Larce, I think, if I'm not mistaken, might be... what's her name? The Astral Blade girl. I'm completely blank. Hold on. I can't not figure it out, so give me a second. Ira. Sorry. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Larce is Ira's daughter. And I think Shannon is Ira's brother? Something like that. But anyway, so those are pretty interesting characters. Altena is Leaf's sister. That would be a pretty cool character. Or Altena, however you want to say that. And if I'm not mistaken, Erinyes is a Pegasus Knight. Thracia. A lot of these picks, because we really haven't gotten a solid genealogy or Thracia banner in a while. Most of these have been pretty similar all year. We got Sarah here. Sarah's got the Kia staff, so she'll be a pretty interesting character to see how she would make it in. Ocean or Orson. I'm sure a lot of people would meme the crap out of him making it in. Asbel is like the Merrick of Thracia with the Wind Tome. He has Graf Caliber. Linoan is an interesting character. Ivol, definitely an interesting character, but another red sword, sort of. I think I'm going to move this now because it's kind of being cut off. I'm also ignoring chat, so let me see what you guys have been saying. Oh yeah, you guys are helping me. Jason says, what I really want is a Fire Emblem game or DLC for Three Houses where it's like Fire Emblem Generations. With what? Everybody in it? Everyone's here? Oh yeah, okay, so Erinyes, well, Erinyes is Ced's mom, but can't you pick the parents though, unless that's a paired one you can't determine. I've never played Genealogy either, unfortunately. But I'm pretty sure you can pick who the mother ends up being. Maybe maybe Erinyes is the canon mother. Probably. Priam would be cool. I agree with that one. Alright, let's keep going through this list, though. Deke, of course. I'm glad he's on the list, so that we'll see him eventually. That's going to be awesome. Gonzalez. Actually, you know what? Let me just... Oh, can't. Oh, I can. That's better. Deke would be awesome. Wolt, we did get a... what was it? A summer version of Wolt? A lot of people were not too thrilled. I actually like Wolt. He's not a popular character in any extent. A lot of people hate him. But he's your standard archer in Binding Blade. Older Ellawood would be interesting, I do agree. Gonzalez, that's a funny character. We just need more green axes in general, in my opinion. So I'm absolutely okay with that. Melody would be cool. Basically the Minerva and Michaelis of Binding Blade. Guinevere is interesting. I would be very intrigued to see what she ends up with, considering she's not a playable unit at all. And Lot would be cool. I would like that a lot. Then for Fire Emblem 7, the OG, we have OG Louise and Pent. I could see that happening. Nils, I would be super stoked to see Nils. Nils was like one of my favorite characters in the beginning of Fire Emblem 7. I don't know why, I just thought the whole like, he's not a dancer per se, but the whole dancer aspect to him playing his little flute. Sorry, excuse me. Him playing his little flute was really cool. And I loved his little tune. And I'm just realizing that we played this music for way too long, so I apologize. And somebody asked for Truth, Despair, and Hope. So we're doing that now. Wrath. There's so many people that have wanted Wrath to make it in. I was kind of nervous that because we got such a good colorless mounted archer in Brave Lynn, that Wrath would not be able to stand up to her. But maybe at this point, because it's been a little while, they could end up giving Wrath something pretty good. So that would be cool. Athos, however you want to pronounce his name, he would be interesting, but I'd imagine probably not the best. I don't know. Athos is one of the endgame characters, like Goto. He's in the Goto archetype. So, I don't know. I've never really used him very much. Not my favorite or anything, but definitely adds variety to the roster, I'd say. So, it'd be a cool pick. Urk, classic Urk. He's got to make it in eventually. You know he does. And Lila, that's an interesting one. What I love the most about Heroes, I think, more than anything else, is just the fact that for some of these games, we finally get to play with some of these characters that we never were able to recruit in the original games. And I love that. You know, characters like Camus, awesome that we finally get to use them. Lila or Layla here would definitely be one of them. Be very intrigued. She had a really cool custom sprite and everything. Well, I mean, slightly custom. It wasn't that impressive or anything, but I think her hair was different as a thief. So I'd love to see her make it in. That'd be awesome. Then, of course, for the song's namesake, we have the Sacred Stones with Selena. She would make a awesome Grand Hero battle, and I can't wait, honestly, to see her make it in. I really like Selena as a mounted. I think she would be blue, wouldn't she? Doesn't she have? I'm gonna probably say this wrong and get it messed up. If I'm not mistaken, I think she has Thunder Tomes, doesn't she? I'm probably wrong. It's been too long. Let's see what she's got. Yeah, she has Bolting. That's what it is. I knew it was something like that. And she has Thoron, too. Bolting, Elfire. In Awakening, they gave her Thoron. Yeah. Honestly, it would be really cool to see Bolting make it into Heroes. I don't know how they would pull it off successfully, but wouldn't that be awesome? Just some kind of ranged attack type deal. If they could do it and have it be balanced, it would be so interesting. Then, of course, there's Null. Null would be cool, too, if he lived up to his full potential, but I don't know if they'd ever actually go as far as to code that in. That'd be ridiculous. Null was able to basically either become a druid or a summoner, and a summoner basically summoned these little fodder characters, these generic soulless phantoms that you could just send into enemy armies, you know, kind of trick the AI into attacking them and killing them because they had such low defense. So a very strategic kind of a unit. It would be cool to see something reminiscent of that aspect of that character make it in, but I don't know. It sounds like kind of a lot for Heroes. Colm is your thief for Sacred Stones. Cool character. I like him. Be excited to see him. Gilliam would be cool. Gilliam's a cool armor knight. And Naimi as the your standard archer for Sacred Stones. I like Naimi. Naimi's a cool character. I'd love to see her with some new artwork. I'm sure it'd be awesome. Alright, moving on to... Let's go to the bottom left now. Path of Radiance. Jill. Definitely the top pick there. Shinon, as we've been talking about. Normal Ilyana, normal Grail. They got to get in. Lucia. I love Lucia. Definitely one I want to see. Volk, like I was saying, I'm glad he's finally in the top. That's awesome. And Astrid. That's an interesting choice. A lot of people didn't like Astrid. Starts off very weak, but she has the Paragon ability, which allows her to get double EXP. So, yeah, I don't know. Astrid's interesting. She has a really... There's something about Astrid that's like really dark. I think it's like her paired endings with certain characters are like horrible. Like she's like not happy or something like that. I can't remember. But yeah, it was kind of sad. And then this is the one that's confused me ever since I made a video discussing a similar chart to this one a while ago before, you know, the recent banners from this year. It was way earlier this year, I think, when I made that video. George. This is a shopkeeper from Radiant Dawn. A shopkeeper. But I think it became kind of a meme to the Japanese audience, and they voted for him. And now he's literally 161st place. Before Ashura, before Volug, before any of these characters, he's 161st place overall. They memed him so hard. Yeah, what are they going to do for him? Throw a sword on him? Just bizarre. Very bizarre. Then, of course, we have Edward. So Edward's your standard Myrmidon from Radiant Dawn. A lot of people hate Edward. I like Edward. Edward was my boy. He did really well for me when I played Radiant Dawn. And Volug I really liked, too. I did something interesting when I played Radiant Dawn where I pretty much didn't use any of the Laguz characters because they couldn't class change, right? They can't upgrade to anything further. So I was like, Why am I going to waste EXP on them necessarily when I could just, like, the roster's so huge, you're not supposed to be able to upgrade everybody and get them to tier 3 classes. It's insane. I wasn't playing on hard mode, I don't think, which also helped, but, because this was way back in the day. But I managed to upgrade literally everybody, all of the humanoid characters, to 3rd tier, except for Tormod, because of his weird late recruitment. I was like, you know what, screw him. He's too much effort to put into Tormod. So I ignored Tormod, but everybody else I got up to 3rd tier. It was ridiculous. I was pretty proud of that playthrough. We had some ridiculous characters too. I had all the True Blades. I loved that class. It was great. It's very, very great. Merlinus when? Yeah, Merlinus would be cool. Then of course Ashura. Ashura would be interesting. Probably a mythic hero. And Vika, another Hawk character. I don't have much to say about her. I don't remember her that well. Kind of ignored her, unfortunately, for the most part. But no complaints, no complaints. Awakening, of course, we have the other Anna. And a lot of people were arguing that the Annas should have counted together, even though they're not technically the same character, which is probably why they did that. But yeah, Anna needs an alt. I think a lot of people would be very happy to see her get an alt. Severa or Severa, I definitely want to see at some point. Because I like Selena so much, so I'm okay with that. Amarin would be interesting. Oh, I'm sorry, did I say Hawk? Yeah, Vika's a Raven. My bad. It's pretty obvious from her wings, too. I don't know why I said that. But yeah, so Raven Vika that I ignored. And doesn't she come with Ulki? Or is that somebody? No, it's Janaf and Ulki. And Janaf's a boy. And I always thought Janaf was a girl. Yeah. So that was interesting. Inigo, I definitely want to see. I like Inigo. It's probably one of my favorite of the Awakening Children batch. Sayri definitely needs some love, too. I'm kind of hyped for Sayri. She was kind of a weird character because she didn't have many supports in Awakening, if I'm not mistaken. She was kind of your typical, like, pre-promote kind of unit. Like almost like a Robin sexual character where she could only S rank like Robin. I don't know, I could be remembering wrong, but basically she didn't get enough love in Awakening. You got her kind of late in the game. I'd like to see her come in. And Priam has always been an interesting character, especially with the whole, you know, is Ike gay type of deal. So I'd like to see more about Priam. Priam's interesting. And moving on to Fates, we have Rinka, of course. Yeah, I'm surprised Rinka's not in at this point. Rinka should be in. Another Anna. Normal Charlotte needs to make it in. I don't know why that's taken so long. Lilith is interesting. Lilith as a Maneki, turning into her weird squirrel dragon thing. That'd be interesting. They'd have to... So the interesting thing is most of their characters, when they transform, there's at least one other character that's like usually either their child unit or whatever that's going to look like them in their dragon form. I guess that doesn't apply to like Idon or Thune, however you want to pronounce her. But most of the time when they create a new model for stuff, it applies to at least a couple characters. But Lilith, nobody else looks like Lilith in her squirrel dragon form, so that would be interesting to see. They'd have to completely resprite a new image for her. Nyx is a cool character. A lot of people like her. Definitely interesting. No qualms with her. And Forest is actually kind of like a low-key cult fan favorite. I've seen a lot of people that really like Forest. So, no complaints there either. And then Fire Emblem Heroes, we've only got two here. We got Leaf and Hell. Okay. I know my good friend Cameron is definitely super excited for Leaf to make it in, so I can see that happening. He's got some good skills on him, too. He's interesting in that he hurts. I think he does damage to an ally unit. He either does damage or debuffs an ally unit after he attacks, I think, which is kind of interesting. Yeah, and Hell, you know, I mean, we got Surtur and stuff, so I could see Hell happening at some point. Yeah, actually, so wait a minute. The Surtur banner was a really bizarre, awkward one. It was Ilger, Surtur. I don't even remember who else was on that banner. Anyway, yeah, that was a bizarre banner that came out of nowhere. So honestly, if they did like a Leaf and Hell banner, they could probably end up doing that. And then let's talk about overall top 5 in the men's and women's division, then overall top 5 in general. So yeah, Leaf, definitely, like, he's got to make it in. I mean, look at that. That's ridiculous, the amount of votes he's got. Nils, Shinon, Wrath, Forest. Yeah, see, Forest, look at that, Forest, 108th place. Forest beat George. He beat George, okay? He's got that going for him. Women's division: Anna, Jill, Severa, Rinka, and look at all the red here. You see that? Mostly redheads. And then Rinka's got that weird helmety hat thing that makes her hair look red, even though it's not. And then overall top 5: Anna. They've gotta at some point. Leaf, and then some runner-ups with Bruno, Luis, and Renea. Renea did make it, so I don't know why that's still there then. Jill, Severa, and Rinka. Looking like a good batch of characters, honestly, for next year. The only ones here that I'm like iffy on, like why are they top voted, aside from George. I mean, George is perfect, but aside from like George, is Chris, male and female Chris. I don't get the connection that people would have with that character, because it's just, Chris did have character, but I don't know. To me, the Robins of the world kind of bore me a little bit, personally. Let's keep going here for a little bit. I'll probably wrap up the stream in the next 14 minutes. I'll get to bed at 1. That seems like a good bedtime for me, now that I am corporate stooge Stevie.
Yes.
But thank you guys for joining me throughout this impromptu random stream, late night stream. The I haven't streamed in like 6 months stream. I appreciate it, guys. Hopefully you're having a good Friday evening. And if you pull on this banner, I wish you good luck with your pulls. Chris is a Mary Sue self-insert. I don't remember New Mystery enough to comment on that, but perhaps.
Wow.
I'm just gonna auto this. Oh yeah, was it just Ilger and Surtur? Was it really just 2? I thought there was a 3rd. But that, you're probably right, because I just remember that banner being so bizarre. It was like just literally a banner to clean up and just get the characters out. Scraping the bottom of the barrel, throw that banner out. Leave me alone. Yeah, 3 Houses characters. Let's talk about that, actually. We didn't talk about that because it's not part of the chart. 3 Houses characters that I want to get in that aren't in. It's a really good question. Alright, no spoilers, but let's see. Dedue. I think it's Dedue, when I really think about it. Felix would be cool to see eventually, but it's hard for me to always justify just throwing in new Red Sword characters, because there's just so many. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Who else would be cool to see? I want Raphael in, just for the memes. Yeah, honestly, I would just be excited to see the whole roster make it in eventually. Geo Dedue. Cyril as a bow flyer. Cyril's relatively unpopular. I mean, I don't hate Cyril, but I don't love him either. I just wish he had a little bit more to his character other than just being obsessed with Lady Rhea all the time. I don't know his full backstory yet at this point, because I still haven't used him in my playthrough and I haven't beaten the game yet. But yeah, not my favorite character for sure. Really, really good for Let's Plays though, because he's just so easy to joke and just meme with, because he's just constantly whining about Rhea. One of the last times I played, I found him in her room, which is accessible after the time skip, and to me that's pretty creepy that he's just like sitting, chilling in her room. Lysithea would be a cool one. Only pros make Lysithea a brigand. I had one of my moderators in my server actually made her a Mortal Savant, I think. They went the sword route. And I don't know if he got lucky with strength levels, because her strength growth is so bad. But she had like 24 strength or something like that, actually. And she turned out to be pretty broken, I think. I think he actually really liked having her as a Mortal Savant. As much as you could say that. Marianne.
Agreed. Yes, Ephraim.
No doubt.
By your will.
Lysithea is a strange way to pronounce tactical nuke. Yeah, Felix would be cool. You know who I would love to see? I don't think they ever made artwork for him, but Felix's older brother, who's dead. What was his name? Ingrid was supposed to marry him, and I'm blanking on his name right now.
Yes.
Does it start with a G?
Well.
Anyway, it'd be cool to see characters that we never actually got to see. Like, if they went back and, like, designed a couple characters, that would be really interesting. Glenn, thank you, Frosty Flakes. Glenn, yeah.
As you say.
Tell me your plan.
I don't know. I like lore expansion. So that'd be cool to actually get an idea of what he looks like. Imagine a duo unit of, like, Child Dimitri and Child Edelgard. That would be interesting, huh? Yuritsa when?
Yes.
Technically he's in. I'm not gonna go beyond saying that. The new DLC. Oh my god, yeah. I cannot wait to see the new DLC characters. I hope they have cool designs. I'm really excited for those characters.
Agreed.
But yeah, those, I would want those to get in, provided I like them. Those characters are going to be so cool because when they come out, it's not going to, like, you know, not as if it's going to change the entire game, but it's going to make, if I'm assuming they're going to do it how I think they're going to do it, they could cheap out and not give them, like, many supports or anything like that. That would really stink. I really hope that they do give the full effort with them. But it would be so cool to then see their interactions with the other students throughout the entire game and just do, like, fresh playthroughs with a more expanded roster in, like, each house with the new characters. It would be really cool.
Tell me your plan.
One of the things I've really liked so far about Three Houses.
No doubt.
I can't get over that. Leon. It's Leon. I guess that makes it less redundant in having a Leon and a Leon, but I don't know. Leon? Very difficult to alter a perception you've had since you were, you know, a young kid playing. Like Camus and Camus. That one's very difficult to reconcile to. Where is Leone? Leone would be cool. Oh, and also, we haven't talked about, like, time skip stuff. Getting time skip designs for everybody in Heroes would be really cool, too. Eventually, we're just, like, completely padding out the roster, like, intensely, you know what I mean? I would love to get, like, more obscure people before that happens. Because otherwise, I just don't think, you know, we're going to get to many of those obscure characters. But I would not mind having the time skip versions of characters, too.
Set out.
Be cool. Yeah, and the new Abyss side story is going to be interesting, too, however that plays out.
Sunshine.
By your will.
Imagine getting another Three Houses banner. I'm sure we will. I like it when they do, like, months of stuff, right? When, like, the new banner for that month is for, like, a rotating game, then you'll get a Grand Hero Battle and a Tempest Trial for that game and that kind of stuff. I like that. I think that's pretty cool.
Agreed.
Even Agreed agrees with me.
Tell me your plan.
Yeah, so I meant to be answering questions from the Discord because I have a lot of those to go through at this point,
As you say.
but it didn't really happen. That's okay. Because I'd probably rather show them on screen too, and that's just not going to happen with this stream, with the way it's set up right now. I'd have to do a lot to set that up properly. Jason says, earlier I mentioned Fire Emblem Generations. I want remastered maps in Three Houses. Three Houses reuses maps, which stinks, so I think remastered maps would be cool. Not original, but new to Three Houses. Yeah. Some people are also very upset with the Crimson Flower story path being a lot shorter than the others. So, it would be cool to see them add on to that, but I don't know if that's going to happen. I was a little disappointed to find that with characters like Anna, who just got added in, I don't think she has, like, any supports, right? There's something like that. I haven't really looked into it as much as I should have, because I've been really busy.
As you say.
But they kind of, like, skimped on her more than I thought that they were going to. And all of the DLC in general has seemed... It's definitely great. Don't get me wrong. I like it. I'm not regretting it. But I guess we're just getting a little bit less with each update than I kind of figured. I don't know. Because when they say like a DLC pack, or whatever they said it was, waves, like a wave of content. Wave 1 was like the officer's outfit for Byleth. Like that was it. That's not a wave. That's an item. That's one skin. Well, it's 2 skins. Whatever. I don't know. That was really weird to me. Crimson Flower was a what-if scenario, in my opinion. Could have been.
Yes.
I haven't played it. I think I know what happens in it. Don't spoil me, but I kind of see where you're coming from.
It's up to you. I'm ready.
Haven't managed to get anybody to level 40 because I'm not paying enough attention. Last 5 minutes, gang. Rise up. You know it. You know. Actually, we need new music for the last 5 minutes. With 5 minutes, we can do a lot of stuff. So what should we pick here? Give me a suggestion, guys. What game? Pick a game. What game you want music from? Oh, we didn't do All right, I think I gotta. Never mind. I think I gotta do Three Houses because we didn't do it. Where is it? Last 5 minutes, gang. T-pose. Let's do. They actually included that in this track? Interesting. I didn't know that was a part of the official track. This is actually from the CD, from the special edition. I've got the other tracks ripped straight from the game, but I figured I'd open this and look at it. I didn't know that they put the school bell on this track, though. Interesting. Twilight of the Gods. You guys want some serious endgame music here, huh? Alright, maybe this is too low-key for the end. The thing is, I don't know what these tracks are until I listen to it. Oh, you know whose track I really like? Hold on a second. What is it called? Oh, man. Oh, it's this. This track. I love this track. So good. This one gives me goosebumps. My voice is shattered. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna lower this a little bit. King of Lions, please. I clicked it very briefly. Wait for it. So good. Yep, so this is theme. Very cool track. Sothis as a character really surprised me. They did not do a lot of the things I figured that they were going to do with her. So that was interesting. It subverted my expectations in a good way, I guess. Because we've kind of we've had a lot of media recently that subverts it in a bad way. Subverting expectations used to be a cool thing, like with the beginning of Game of Thrones and stuff like that. But then, by the time you get to the end of it, oh my god, they ruined that concept completely. What else we think? God-Shattering Star. Do I have that one? I don't know if it has a slightly different name. I'll do King of Lions. He's anti-S for that one.
As you say.
this. We're also in the... We spent a good majority of this night in this training battle in the desert with a green. So it's perfect. Totally perfect. Yeah, subverting expectations at this point is just a complete meme and a joke. It actually started off cool because it was like... It actually surprised you. It took your preconceived notions of what you figured was going to happen with the writing, threw it out the window, but originally it threw it out the window in a good sense, in a sense of you didn't see it coming, but the clues were there the entire time. They planted the proper seeds. By the end of Game of Thrones and other media recently like that, they just literally just threw a wrench in the ending and just completely just made no sense. It's like they didn't... There were no hints, there was no foreshadowing, there was nothing to reach from. Because they just like made it up as they went along. I hate stuff like that. They ruined it. She dishes out wow. She dishes out snark like candy on Halloween. So this is cool. Great voice actress too, honestly. I think it's a really young girl. I could be wrong about that. Maybe it's someone older, but she sounds young. It was cool until The Last Jedi showed. Yep, that's another movie that did it poorly, I'd say. I don't necessarily hate that movie, but man. Snoke, I think Snoke triggers me because it just turned into a useless character. You guys excited for the new Star Wars? I've heard some pretty interesting things about that movie lately. Yeah, Rian Johnson. Rian Johnson has done like other good movies though. It's interesting. What did he do that I really liked? There was something. It's gonna bother me. I gotta look it up now. There was some movie I was shocked that he directed. Oh, it was oh, it's coming to me. I think it's Looper. I think he did Looper. Looper was a really cool movie. I like that movie. I was surprised to find out he did that one. My aunt hated the Game of Thrones ending, and she was a diehard fan. Yeah, I gotta be honest with you. I have no intention of going back and rewatching Game of Thrones. It went from, in my top 5, maybe even like top 3 favorite TV shows ever, to not even top 10. It's garbage. Because of the whole decline in the last couple of seasons, just, oh my god, it's just awful. Completely killed any will for me to rewatch any of it. And also any of the spin-offs I now have no interest in at all. Because all of the build-up I waited for years to see what cool, amazing things would happen just failed miserably. Completely failed. Alright, guys, we are going to end up wrapping this up here. It is 1:03 in the morning for me. Some of you guys, it's like noon on Saturday, so whatever. But, yeah. So let's just put a nice... What's a good ending track? What do you think? Here we go. There we go. Thank you for coming out. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I know it was a weird impromptu stream. I'm going to try moving forward to stream a little bit more often and definitely consistently. I want to pick like a night every week or every other week or something like that and try to do it then. I'm going to be moving to a new place at some point, and so I think that's going to help consistify, make it more consistent with my streaming schedule. But I hope you had a good time. We barely did any summoning, but it kind of worked out in our favor very well. We got very lucky. Thank you for spending your night here with me, and I hope you'll tune in the future. And I'll be back with more videos when I can. There's some stuff I gotta fix, and the algorithm is really, really angry at me right now. So I gotta try to turn that around, which means I might have to make a completely different video for my next video to kind of fix it and get some goodwill again, because it's been bad. It's been very bad. But good night, guys. Thank you for coming out. And with that, I'm going to end the stream. See you later, guys.